Greetings, my Dragonites, Dragonborns, and Dragonkin. This is Dragonite, Dragonborn, Dragon Sage. I think get the memo. As always, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Just and as we probably end up seeing, Dialbo 4's highly anticipated Paladin class is playable today. And of course, this is from published about three days ago. So I did take a little bit of briefing into this because I just figured why not just kind of do it. And every time when I do like my own style of RPGs, I usually go with like a Paladin. It's just something that it's just a jack of all trades, just type thing that I always enjoyed myself. So anyways, let's get right into it.
And here we go.
As I probably end up reading right there. Before its second expansion launches in next year. This is from Taylor. I do apologize, Taylor. Tyler, I've always heard it one way or the other, so I don't know. Anyways, Lord of Hatred will bring not one but two new classes to the game. I haven't played Dialbo before, so I'm gonna leave this up to you all if you ever do. And of course, here's like the new one, right? The rumors are true. The Paladins are coming to Dialbo 4. It's been 25 years since the class was first appeared in Dialbo 2, and it's in all its holy glory. And now it's making a return to the series with Dialbo 4's Lord Hatred expansion. But even through the expansion won't be out until early next year. Paladins will be available starting today for everyone who pre-orders it. Paladins won't be the only new class coming to the Lords of the Hatred. However, Blizzard says there's one more that will launch with expansion, but it's keeping its secret for now. The Paladin is our knight, is our holy warrior. It's our sword and horde class that is empowered by their faith. The senior combat designer Dominic Segro said in the video Blizzard provided it to PC Gamer. Alright, and I know how that history goes. I'm not supporting at least Activision / Blizzard or whatever the case is. It's just, I left. It just didn't really bring me much interest anymore. So I just like, what's the point? However, if you're actually excited for a Paladin class, this is actually kind of good for you. And I'm not gonna lie, the detail right here is actually really cool. To me, it definitely fits a little bit more than that fantasy, and it's actually really nice. So here you go for some images. So there you go. Which is actually really cool. Anyways, a blend of Diablo's 2 Paladin and Diablo's 3 Crusader. The Diablo 4 Paladin has 4 directions fighting styles, split up into different oaths you can choose from. Juggernauts stack on defense that can be channeled into powerful attacks. Zealots, if I said that correctly, strike enemies and cause those hit to repeat automatically. Judicators set off to explosions after making enemies, and disciples can transform into an angelic arbiter from what unique moves you can't get otherwise, like an angelic leap. And that's actually kind of cool here too, not gonna lie. That's actually kind of cool. So, and yes, I'm just staying neutral here because I just figured it's kind of nice. As much as what Microsoft has with Blizzard and Activision and all that fun jazz, I'm just staying away from Blizzard with a billion feet full, even until the end of time.
Oh, hell no!
I'm not touching it. That one as much as I'm living. Their abilities are send out flashes of amber and gold, and monsters hit by them are signed by holy flames. Literally, Paladins make the other classes look tame, and we know soon enough if they're got the damage to back it up. Iconic skills like Blessed Hammer and Blessed Shield have returned along with several new ones that help differentiated it from the previous. There you go. But yeah, this is actually kind of cool. Like I showed you, like right here, like you can see all this stuff. And of course, like I said, one of my favorite classes of at least an RPG or JRPG is a Paladin. It's just a well-rounded warrior that can use magic and healing, maybe like as most like some destruction. To me, that's just my Paladin, because I always fit like, okay, if I can heal my allies and smite the fuckers, I would do. And if my mana's gone, guess what? I have my trusty weapon, I got my trusty shield, I'm going at. So, and again, that's just my playstyle. Although I might throw in like a little bit like illusions just in there, just to at least calm, because it kind of, in my personal opinion, probably fits my playstyle. But other than that, yeah. But this one right here, I think where I read it, amber and gold, I could definitely see this being there. Also, don't have to be like amber and gold. Why not a little bit, white? Because I figured at least white and gold, it's like the iconic that everybody knows are like at least close to a paladin. White, gold, and something like a crusader at most. That could be like our version of a paladin. But like a fantasy like this one, yeah, you kind of know like what a paladin looks like. So anyways, it's just something like that. Yeah, about blessed hammer and plus shields. So, oh yeah, about the iconic skills. I think it's just at least in Dialbo 2, but this is actually kind of cool about the crusader. Like I said, at least from what I understand, in real times, a crusader is still like a knight with faith, so you can definitely look at that as like a paladin. Mostly, if you really want to go down that route without getting into, religious stuff, it's just something I've been thinking about. Just want to say it. Alright. Anyways, I think the biggest change of the Paladin was the fact that we have made a Crusader. Okay. Lead class designers Stefan, I cannot butcher that one, says in the video, and the Crusader is awesome and is really rough act to follow, and it's update Paladin or Holy Warrior in the most every way of the term. Combat feels like fantasy and stuff, but we ask ourselves, is this the way if we were going to take the Paladin and the Crusader and send up for the next seed, send them up next to each other? Could we make them have similarities but also be decent enough for one other that you can tell that they are different? This person says the paladins are all in one faith, while the Crusader is purely a knight with a emphasis on physicality. The disciple of the angelic form were born out of the two terms featured out where to draw the line between the two classes. So yeah, here's like the rest of it right there if you want to read. I do apologize, this one's gonna be a little bit more short. It's just I haven't really played much of Diablo 4, so it's just one of those games I haven't really have any interest in it. So Through Paladins are available today for people who pre-ordered. They are just one of many new additions to come to the Lords of the Hatred expansion, which when it launches on April 28th of next year. So there you go. If you're ever curious, here you go. As usual, this will be in the link description below. Usually it'll go on a little bit more, but the only thing I could definitely say for myself, this is definitely like a very good way of a paladin, because I can see like some white, gold, some definitely amber, some silver there, and some scrolls because like a scholar. So it kind of makes really good sense right there for me, because I do like this design right here. And like I said, I always enjoy a paladin because that's just been my mostly play style. A well-rounded type caster with a little bit of hybrid of a warrior, right? Mostly like a crusader, but of a scholar. Still things, still questions, but still have a lot of faith into basically the divinity. But other than that, let me know in the comments below if you're ever interested or if you're gonna pick this up. Let me know in the comments below. But for me, there you go. I just figured this was catchy, kind of nice. So as always, my Dragon Knights, Dragonborns, and Dragonkin, this is Dragon Knight, Dragonborn, Dragon's Age, signing out. And as always, if you like what show, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and definitely share. Will help out a lot here on the channel. And like I said this countless times, I do apologize. This one's gonna be really short because I just don't have anything else to have here. So as always, farewell for now, my Dragon Knights, Dragonborns, and Dragonkin alike. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and definitely share. And as always, farewell for now.